Dear students and viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. This is Abul Qasim Mia, Assistant Teacher English, Shahid Aladdin High School. Dear students, today I will discuss about tech question. So you should listen to me carefully so that you can understand what I say and you can apply the rules. How will you answer in the tech question? At first, you should know what is tech question. Dear students, especially class 10, and this topic is also important for class 9. So you should open your space and take your pen and write down the rules what I say. Okay, thank you. Look at the blackboard. Tech question. At first I have to know what is tech question. Tech question is a kind of question asked by the speaker, whether it is affirmative or negative during conversation. So if the statement is affirmative, the tech question will be negative, and when the statement is negative, tech question will be affirmative. So tech question is a kind of questions asked by the speaker, a negative after a negative or an affirmative statement during conversation. For example, he went to school. The tech question is didn't he? So there is a short questions. We can say tech question means a short questions that is added at the end of a sentence. In short, okay. So tech question is a kind of question that is asked after a affirmative or negative statement during conversation. Here the statement is affirmative. For this reason the tech question is in the negative. Okay. Dear students, in tech question there is used some auxiliary verbs. Do you know what are they? Okay. The auxiliary verb used in the tech questions are. What are the tech questions and what are the auxiliary verbs? Here, am, is, are, was, were, had, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, or there, etc. And there are these auxiliary verbs are used in the tech question. To form a tech question, you have to use this auxiliary verb. So this auxiliary verb is in the affirmative form, and there are some negative form in the objective auxiliary verb. That means the negative form. The negative form of auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb plus an apostrophe T. You can make the negative form of auxiliary verb by adding an apostrophe t, the short form of not. But there are some difference. If the auxiliary verb am in the tag question, it will be aren't. The short form of am not is ain't, and it is not used today. For this reason, when if there is am, you have to use aren't. Shall, if the auxiliary verb is shall, the negative form will be shan't. If the auxiliary verb is will, the negative form will be on. And if the auxiliary verb is can, the negative form will be can. Can, will, on, shall, shan't, and aren't. So every auxiliary verbs you have to use an apostrophe t, but the four are different. If there is am, you have to use aren't. If there is shall, you have to use shan't. If there is will, you have to use on. And if there is can, you should use can. So now I will discuss how you use. I will make a tag question. Okay. Roll 1. If the verb of the sentence is auxiliary, the tag question will be structure. At first, you have to use the sentence again. The given sentence plus comma plus auxiliary verb plus an apostrophe t plus subject. If the subject is noun, you have to use pronoun to make a tag question. For example, he is a good boy. Dear students, look at me and look at the blackboard. You can find it that there is and is a auxiliary verb. For this reason, if you want to make a tag question, at first you have to write the whole sentence again. Then you should use comma. Then the given auxiliary verb. Here the auxiliary verb is. You have to use is again. Is and not is used with is. Then subject. Here subject is he, and as it is pronoun, you should use it without change. He. Isn't he? Come on. Can do the work. Here the auxiliary verb is can, and the subject is come on. As there is auxiliary verb, if you want to make a tag question, at first you should write the whole sentence again. Then you should use comma. Then give an auxiliary verb. Here the auxiliary verb is can. You should use can't. If the sentence is negative, you should not use not. That means when the sentence is negative, tag question will be affirmative. Okay? Can. The students, here the subject come on is a noun. In the take question, you should use pronoun as subject. Here, Kamal is noun and the pronoun of Kamal is he. Can he? I shall help you. Dear students, look at me and look at the blackboard. Here, I shall help you. Here, shall is an auxiliary verb, and I have discussed already what will be the negative form of shall. Yes, it is shan't. Shan't. Here, subject is I, so you should use I. Shan't I. So, if the verb of the sentence is auxiliary, you should use the whole sentence again, then comma, then auxiliary verb of the sentence, then not plus subject plus note of interrogation. The students are playing football. The student, here the auxiliary verb is are. As there is auxiliary verb, according to the structure, at first you should use the sentence again, then auxiliary verb. Here auxiliary verb is are, then not, short form of not, and apostrophe T, then subject. The students, here the subject, the students, is in the plural number. For this reason, if the noun is plural, you should use they as subject. So, as there is noun, you should use pronoun as subject, and the pronoun of students is they. I think you have understood what I said, and you should practice more and more to answer the question clearly. Okay, thank you very much. See you again.